that whole thing happened where the kids were with him and they said, oh, dad's situation, and it's like you said, my dad not only taught me to drive, my dad was a gangster driver. Like, yeah, and my dad was a forklift driver for his job, his whole life. I
Wow.
don't know of anybody. I actually, whenever, even now in his illness, if there's anything wrong in the car, I'm asking him and he's telling me everything about it. But so
Hmm.
when the boys told me that, listen, you need to check it out. And I was pushing it off until I realized, and I sat with him and then I realized that the sight was going in the eye. So this is going to make you laugh because now you're going to need to give fatwa because obviously we have to teach fiqh as well here,
Yeah.
right? I obviously have a lot of contacts here, and our optician is one of my students.
Hmm.
So at his age, you have to get a driving license every like 1 year because of the age, and you have to
Hmm.
pass a government eye test. So I took my dad to the optician, and I said to him that listen, you're gonna fail him, and if you don't fail him, I'm gonna kill you, right?
Halal tricks, bro. What you have to do, what you have to do, man. It's like,
And we go inside, and he goes into the room, and I'm sitting on the side chair just in case he gets weak, because he really is close to my dad as well. He's looked
yeah.
after him for a long time, and they're friends and stuff. And I could see he was uncomfortable, so I knew that he's also a bit, مضطرب يعني. So I thought I'm gonna sit in with him to keep my eyes on him, to put pressure on him that don't get weak, just in case he passes something or whatever. And he's doing all the, putting the glasses in, whatever glass, this, that, whatever. And he goes, read the second line, third line. My dad is absolutely smashing this test. Every single answer, every single one. And then in the end, then so he
Oh.
realized he's passed that one. And so then he puts him onto the machine where he's looking behind the eyes and whatever. And that's when, my dad can't see now. And so, no, my dad's not listening, don't worry. And then I'm back the side and I told him, I gave him the eyes. And he gave me the eyes like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And he passed him, bro. And I
Shoot.
was, I was, I was so gutted. He goes, Wallahi, I'm telling you, I couldn't lie. His eyesight is perfect. I said, his eyesight is perfect, but his peripheral vision, he can't see. I've been there. He goes that you don't legally need to have peripheral vision.
Hmm. Hmm.
And when I was on the way back home with myself driving and my dad was saying, so, and this is the worst part. My dad, beautiful, innocent, whatever. What did Shaukat say? What was the conclusion? He wasn't listening to any of this. I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to say to him? I said to him, Dad, the truth is that your eyesight's absolutely fine, but I don't want you to drive.
Hmm.
Couldn't believe that I said that to him.
Hmm.
And he looked at me. He goes, if you don't want me to drive, then I won't drive. If you don't want me to drive, then I won't drive. He goes, you know best. And when you hear that statement, it's like you said, Wallahi, qasman billah, I don't want to know best.
Yep,
And
exactly.
I don't want to be told that
Exactly.
I know best. I don't want to be in this position. I never want to see, you know, someone in that position to be,
Yep,
anyway,
exactly, bro. When you
anyway.
get that power, that's when you realize I never wanted this, bro. You're fighting for it for like 40 years, you know what I'm saying? Such childish, how childish we are, right? We're fighting for that. Just like primitive cavemen. Wallahi, I'm sorry to be blunt here. It's just like little teenage men, you know? We want to thump our chest like we know best, we know best. And when you actually get it, you're like, bro, I actually don't want this, man. You can keep this. But it's too late because the baton has passed, because you do have the keys, because if you don't do it, who else will?